Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I am the Gentleman and welcome to another episode of the Gentleman's Pixel Club. This channel needs your help. Please consider a like, share and subscribe if you enjoy the content that we do. And you can also follow us along on Twitter for the latest update on newly released videos. The game that we're playing today is going to be called Baggers in Space, and this is the first game that we have done on the Spectrum Next. But more importantly than this is a new t-shirt that I'm wearing. This is old school retro gamer. You saw some fatness there, but yes, I am old school. This is Retro Gamer, and this is the GPC, and the purpose of this channel is to have fun with retro stuff, share old games, and just generally talk, not rubbish, but talk the chat about old games that we remember with old nostalgic memories. This game, however, is a new game. So you could be thinking, well, hang on a minute, you said old nostalgic memories, and then you said this is a new game. Those two facts don't make sense. Well, the ZX Spectrum Next is a recreation of a retro computer. You can look at the history of that on Kickstarter and what you can find on the internet. It is a brilliant, brilliant system. When I first backed this a few years ago, and there's been 2 Kickstarters for it, I ordered a game from Rusty Pixels, and this is Baggers in Space. This is my original copy of this for the ZX Spectrum Next. And this was created by Jim Bagley, and that's him that you can see on the cover. For those of you that don't know, the ZX Spectrum Next, it will load from tape, but it has these little SD cards where you've got the games on it. And this is really, really cute. You've actually got, a nice little picture of the game, and I hope that comes out there on the SD card. So really well packaged, worth every single penny. Delighted to own the original of this. What I had not done, because I have a problem in life, I buy way too many retro items. I don't play everything that I buy, and today was the first time that I ever fired up this game, and the video you're going to see is literally the recording of me playing it for the first ever time. So let's get into this. This is by Rusty Pixels that you can see on the screen right now. Baggers in Space. The cover looks very familiar. As I say, you can see old Baggers there on the space, and Baggers is Jim Bagley. And this was a really, really charming little game to play. I've recently done a video on the MiSTer FPGA putting this into an Amiga case, and I was actually using the Amiga case for this, so I'm not using a proper Spectrum Next, but the Spectrum Next is also an FPGA system, but I'm using the MiSTer FPGA for this. And this is me firing up for the first time thinking, really good to see a Spectrum Next game with an intro, and then the rocket split up in 3 parts that you can see there. And it appears on the screen here, and you think, oh, okay, this is Jetpack, and I honestly had not looked at the back screen of the cassette case. So in Jetpack, the object of Jetpack was basically you had to build your ship, collect the 3 pieces, put it together, shoot the fireballs, and we have similar type fireballs on this screen at the moment, but the graphics are so much better, so much more enhanced, and we had to drop that down there. And you've got gems falling as well, so I'm going to go and collect that gem, but no fuel. And then we got TNT, and this little arrow appears there. So not knowing what to do yet, I'm moving around shooting the aliens, and I remember the arrow, and when I push down it drops the TNT. So I think, aha, it wanted it there. So drop it there, wait and see what happens, and it blows a hole in the ground. So although this looks like Jetpack and the concept is Jetpack, you then go into these underground caverns, you then go into this brave new world where you think, good lord, this is something a little bit different. And look at the colours in the background, look at how pretty these graphics are. And a Spectrum Next will do anything that a Spectrum could do, anything that a Spectrum 128K could do, but it also has the Next mode, and this is what you're seeing here at the moment. These are the beautiful colours that you're seeing, the wonderful sprites that you're seeing. And there's going to be people in this world that are going to hate this comment, but this reminds me actually of a 16-bit system. This reminds me of the Atari ST, the Amiga, with what you're doing here. It's absolutely gorgeous to have a look at, and it looks like I've now got to explore underground caverns. So that is an idol. Not sure what I do with this idol. I can pick it up, but I think I lost some life there. And I've got 2 things against me. I've got the health bar, which is slowly dropping due to my really bad gameplay, and I've got the air that is dropping here as well. So I've clearly got to navigate these cabins must be looking for fuel at the moment, and I'm just trying to kill every alien that you had on the screen, just so I have a clear passage and I see the fuel when I went up there. Look at that on the left hand side. So why I'm dicking about with these aliens here, I do not know. But this was a real pleasure to see. This has been years, 2 years as near as damning, and I don't know why I dropped the TNT there. This has been 2 years as near as damning in terms of me not playing this game when I should have played this game, not playing this game when I had the game. And I do believe in supporting independent authors, independent small companies that create these content for us. I recently brought a game from Chronosoft which was Snowed Under, and even if that wasn't a charity release, would I have brought that? Yes, I would. I spent a lot of money collecting stuff on eBay, collecting old Spectrum retro games that I remember from the past, but I'm going to have to start turning my eye to current games and games of the future. I recently brought a great game on the Sega Mega Drive, and there's a video of that. Take a look at it. It was Metal Dragon, I think it was called. The name slips me, but it was a brilliant looking game, and this is a brilliant game as well. And watch as I put the initials in, how pretty it looks. I'm just astounded that I'm looking at a new generation Spectrum game and how bloody cool it is. So we're not going to continue. We've scored 10,100 points, but we are going to have one more go at this. It's a fairly simple game. I clearly have learned what I need to do in this. As I didn't look at the instructions, should have looked at the instructions here, but we're going to go straight into it and watch Baggers crash his ship into the asteroid, and then build the ship, collect the fuel, and then see what happens next. So, same starting position as before, collect the middle piece, drop it there, go and get the top piece without losing any life, and I still have full health, full air, but the air drops down on its own accord. Get the gem, wait for the TNT, and notice that dropped in a different position before as well. So you've clearly got some randomness about this, which is nice. Drop the bomb, fly up. I'm surprised knowing my stupid gameplay I didn't actually wait for the bomb to explode as I was next to it. Hurry along, shoot some aliens, and just trying to whip through this level as quick as possible, remembering that the fuel was on the top left. Go down, across, and then we take it out. What I don't know is how many fuels I need to fill the rocket. So there's one. This looks like it's going to need maybe 4, maybe 5 of them at the moment. So we've clearly got some exploring to do. And these are cabins. You can see by the paths that you've got here that these are cabin type systems that drop down. And this reminds me of Ultimate Underworld for some reason, where you had these big deep chasms that you could drop through and you had to bounce your way back up. Fly up with the second of what I reckon is going to be 4 to 5 fuels. Put that in. And that actually filled up a lot more. So, maybe it's only 1 or 2 more fuels. Or why I hit that weapon there, that bullet, I don't know. As I say, just bad gameplay for myself. So we're going to shoot a few of these robots to get them out of the way. So my health and my air is slowly dropping at the moment. So I need to hurry. And there is another fuel. So it looks like I've explored all directions of this cavern with nowhere else to go. So it's clear that this only uses free fuel for this rocket. So we're going to take this back up to the top very carefully without getting myself killed. Why I dropped that TNT again, I don't know. And see what happens next. So up we go. Hopefully home. We got a nice bonus as well, so this means that we have beaten the previous score and we're going to continue our journeys. But look at this, I seem to be flying towards another planet and I hit a fallen relic from Egypt. So we're now entering a new planet, similar type platforms, same rules again. It's a little bit challenging, I think, as well, or it will be if this repeats and goes on here, where the rocket isn't always on, the same level, and the higher they put these, I'm sure these enemies can become a pain in the neck here. Fortunately, you can walk under the platforms, and it does give you a new set of TNT, because I wasted most of them. I think I only had 1 left by the time I finished the previous level, but we're on to the same journey, and I was like, wow, look at this. Look at the graphics that you are seeing here. This is on a modern day Spectrum, but it doesn't matter. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is really lovely to see. You know, there's and it's just so bright, it's so colourful, and you know, it's unbelievable to think that the recreated Spectrum does everything that it does, as well as plays modern versions of Spectrum games. You know, this was 10 quid, this game. You know, Baggers in Space, I think, cost me 10 quid. I could not be happier with that price. And look at this, you know, you've got new things. You've got these laser beams as well that seem to be in the way. I bet I lose air or life when I hit those as well. You know, this is Egyptian based, and you've got snakes, and you're not necessarily going up caverns, although I've lost some life there. You know, it's sort of up passages. That screen scrolls all the way down, as you can see. And you know, I went up on the left hand side before when I went down on the right hand side, if that makes sense, and it still let me go up. So you know, these are interesting maze type screens you've got here. Look where I can drop down, and I can clearly go up on the left hand side of that as I went down the right, and the same thing happens again. And how big is this? You know, I've gone to the left and there's more screens here, so you know, this journey is just going to carry on. But this is where it gets interesting. Did I not hit this from the right hand side a bit earlier? Yes, I did. So it looks like this game goes down, but it also wraps around as well, in terms, so you know, you can go vertically down as far as it's going to let you, and you can wrap to the left and you can wrap to the right. And that's not wrapping as in wrapping, you know, it just wraps. But scrolling up, and you know, I've hit these before as well, so I'm now a little bit confused as to where the next fuel is. I've got to hunt for this damn fuel to see where it is, bearing in mind that the screens go left and right, but they loop, and it goes down, and obviously it's not going to loop as it goes down, so there's more fuel to be found. I don't have much life left, I don't have much air left, and I've just stupidly walked through one of those green barriers and then got hit by another. So clearly there's going to be something on the right that killed me. So Baggers is dead here, he's lost all his lives, and this is game over. I'm not going to show any more of this because I don't want to spoil this for you. If you have a Spectrum next, I highly recommend this game. This is Baggers in Space. This is a great game by Jim Bagley, and this has been worth every penny so far, and I will be going back to this. I'm the Gentleman, this is the Gentleman's Pixel Club. You stay safe, and I will see you soon. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?
Hello there, it's me again. If you're a subscriber to this channel, thank you very much. If you're not a subscriber to this channel, then Zeus here would love you to subscribe. It makes him happy and it makes me happy. And if Zeus is happy, everybody is happy. Thank you very much. Stay safe, take care. Goodbye.